Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lorena Aguirre and I post here on YouTube every Monday and Saturday. So please don't forget to hit that like button and don't forget to hit that bell button because I always post new videos on Mondays and Saturdays. And if there's anything you'd like to see, make sure to comment down in the comment section and I will go ahead and make a video on that. Alright you guys, so for today's video is, do you have what it takes to be a nail tech? So basically the reason why I wanted to make this is because there's so many things that go on behind the scenes of being a nail tech, but a lot of people, they don't know. And kind of wanted to give you guys some insight on what I think about it and things that maybe could help you guys. Alright guys, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. Alright you guys, so I do have them written down. As you guys know, I'm a big note taker. So with starting to become a nail tech, something that you guys need to know is that practice, practice, practice. Practicing is going to get you where you want to be. So if you have like a nail idol of who you love and adore their work, honestly, practice what they show. Practice different things. I know everybody kind of has a different type of style when it comes to nails. Some people are more glitterholics and some people are like more rhinestone crazy, you know. So it just really depends on your preference, on what you like. And I definitely recommend trying out some of their work. I feel like, honestly, I have some people that are my inspos and I love to recreate their work and see if I have what it takes to even come close to some of their stuff, because some nail techs, they are crazy good. But yeah, definitely practice, practice, practice. Practice is something that I highly, highly recommend. And that is something that helped me get to where I am today. And trust me, you guys, I am not even anywhere near where I want to be. But I've been doing nails for about like 7 years. But there's so much more that I want to do and I want to see, and progress I want to see and whatnot. I'm very nitpicky, so that is something about me that I struggle with. But I mean, it's a pro and a con, just because I'm super hard on myself. Alright you guys, number 2 is building your clientele. Building your clientele could take a really long time. For me, it took a really long time. For others, it could take less than a year. So it just really depends on you. So with me, I was a turtle. I was in my shell. I was so shy. I wouldn't even dare put my voice on video or anything like that. But honestly, you guys, the more you put yourself out there, the better your business will do. I highly recommend put yourself out there. And building clientele is not easy by any means. It took me a while. And with me, honestly, like, I think I was shy, and I was thinking, like, at the time, I feel like I was kind of embarrassed because I felt like, I don't know, like I had these big dreams of like doing other things once I had gotten out of high school, and then I became a cosmetologist. And at the time, people would be like, oh, you're going to cosmetology school. Like, I don't know, like anytime I would tell people I was going to cosmetology school, no one was like super like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. You know, everybody's like, oh, another cosmetologist, you know, like, and be kind of negative. I feel like now, honestly, with cosmetology, it's cosmetology and nail techs, I feel like they're more glorified of when I first got out of school. I don't know if it was like just the crowd that I was around or what, but yeah, so I was definitely shy and I didn't want to show my work and post my stuff and put it out there like I should have, until kind of like I got like really good at what I did. I posted more consistently. But definitely recommend when you are building your clientele to post and do things like that, and don't be shy. Another thing about building your clientele is something that I definitely recommend doing when building your clientele is wear your work. Always wear your work on your hands. Do both hands different if you have to. And then whenever you go to grocery stores and you start pulling out your wallet and stuff, I feel like people, they love seeing that. Bling catches their eye and sparkle catches their eye, and artwork. So definitely recommend having those things on your nails, and shape. Shape is a big one. So I feel like, honestly, anytime you go out, if you know you're going to see a lot of people, make sure you have your nails done. Like, even if you're going to like friends and family's houses, like, show them your work, show them what you're doing, show them, you know. I know sometimes, like, you might not be proud of the work that you do, but someone will like it. I promise you guys, when I was bad, people liked my work when I was bad. So, you know, someone will come across your hands and be like, oh my gosh, those are so cute. And so what I would do when I had just gotten out of school was I would always wear my work on my hands, and then when I would go shopping and stuff, I would be pulling out my cards, or some people would just stop me. They would just see my nails and they would like them, and they would be like, oh my gosh, do you have a business card? Something that I recommend, never buy business cards. Honestly, I felt like I wasted hundreds of dollars on getting myself business cards, and they were not worth it whatsoever. I did not ever get a recommendation like, hey, somebody give me your card. It was never anything like that. Honestly, they always probably went to the trash. But something that I do recommend doing, always having your nails done. And when you go into the stores and whatnot, or when you go into the stores and whatnot, and they ask you, oh my gosh, where do you get your nails done? Or, oh my gosh, your nails are so cute. Always respond, oh, thank you, I do them. Or like something along the lines of that. That's what I would always do. They're like, oh my gosh, those are so cute, where do you get them done? Or like, oh, I do them myself. And they're like, oh my gosh, let me see them. And they'll actually took like a better look at them, you know. And then after they're like, oh, do you have a business card? I'm like, no, but I have my Instagram. And then I would write my Instagram down, or I would tell them like, oh, what's your Instagram name? And I'll follow you or something, you know. So then they could see my page. They won't forget the little paper that they wrote my name on or anything like that. And honestly, I got a lot of people like that. And when they're cashiers, your business will thrive even more, because with cashiers, everybody always sees their nails while they're doing the machines. Alright, you guys, sorry if you guys hear my son in the background. He just woke up from his nap, so I went ahead and gave him an ice cream. He's been teething a lot lately, poor thing. Alright, you guys, so to get back to the video, consistency, being patient with yourself. Honestly, you guys, I know a lot of times you want to be as fast as you could be, get clients in and out, but in all honesty, something that somebody had taught me was, when you are doing work, make sure that you are putting your quality first and taking your time, because how quick you become, it'll come eventually. So it was a stylist that I used to work with. I would always complain like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm so slow. Like, I would always be embarrassed, so I felt like I would always kind of talk about it. And I would tell her, and she was like, no, Lorena, like, make sure, like, keep doing what you're doing and making sure your work is as good as it is. And she was like, your time will come eventually. And sure enough, it did. So thank you for her, Karen, if you ever watch my videos. Thank you for that, because that is something that I will always cherish, and that's something that I held with me for the longest time. I always made sure everything was perfect. So thank you for that. So yeah, be patient with yourself and allow yourself to learn. Allow yourself to be paying attention to what you are doing. Even if it's, a lot of times with me, when I was learning, I would take notes all the time. If clients would leave, I would definitely write down everything that I put on them. And so if I used a new primer, I would write how many coats I put, how many coats I put, did I put it on right, like put the acrylic on right after, like just so I was able to see how the nails are lasting. And so I would just take notes on everything and kind of log everything, so I knew how that product was working and how my clients' nails were reacting to it. And consistency. Being consistent is such a big one, you guys. Being consistent in practicing, being consistent in posting, being consistent through everything. If you guys are not consistent, like let's say 1 week you're like, you know what, I'll message my clients this week. Clients are gonna, like people, if they feel ignored, they feel like you're kind of being rude, you know what I mean? Like, I've had clients come to me from other people that they're like, yeah, like they just think they're too good. And it's like, with me, I know behind the scenes of a nail tech, you get busy, you get so busy, and sometimes it's hard to message people back. And there's times where I've even messaged other nail techs to see about getting an appointment at the time when I had my acrylics on, and literally, like, you know, like push to the back burner. So definitely I understand how they feel, like when they don't feel like a priority to you know. They're not going to want to spend their money with you if they feel like they're not a priority with you. So being patient and consistency on everything, posting, texting, calling, everything you could think of. Keeping up with your business, consistency is key to run a successful business, you need to really make sure that you are being consistent with everything, with logging, cleaning, maintenance, everything. You guys, is hard because it's like you're a one-man person. This is a one-man show. So all of this, the cleaning, the dusting, the washing linens, wiping everything down, making sure that your cabinets aren't stained and they're looking run down, like with gel polish sticking to them, because honestly, with working with gel or acrylic, a lot of stuff gets all over the place, you know. And with nail dust, you need to make sure that you're constantly cleaning. And something that I take pride in is that when my clients come, there's a few of my new clients that they've came, and I'm kind of surprised that they even say this, but they tell me like, oh my gosh, Lorena, like, thank you so much, like, and thank you for being so clean and whatnot, because you're the cleanest nail tech that I've ever been to. And I'm like, wait, what? It's so crazy because they would go to actual shops, and a lot of shops people are licensed in. You can't work in a shop if you're not licensed. So I'm like, to me, I'm like, I'm home based and I'm super clean. I don't like my stuff being dirty. I don't like being dust. Like, because I think of it as if I were to sit down. If I were to sit down and somebody else's nail dust is right there on my desk behind, or like let's say I sit down at your desk and I like put my arms are all up, like on somebody else's nail dust. Like, to me, that's gross. So definitely make sure that you're wiping everything down, keeping it clean, and wipe in your lamp, you guys. That is something that when I first started, honestly, I didn't even think about that. You guys, posting on social media, growing your platform. The platforms are something that I feel like is important, especially if you are somebody who's looking to get into working with certain brands and whatnot. Working with brands and networking with a lot of different companies, I feel like is good. Trying out different products is good. I don't know, but yeah, with posting, post, you guys. I know a lot of times it's just like we kind of just like put it off, but posting is how you're gonna get your clientele. Honestly, a majority of my clientele come from the internet. None of them sometimes it's word of mouth, you know, but a majority of it is from the internet, from Instagram, from Facebook. And yeah, something that I would recommend doing when you guys are first starting your clientele is post on local groups. With us, we have one that is in our area. It's called High Desert Deals, and you could post anything like garage sale stuff, service stuff, and people are able to to look on your stuff and see if they want to buy that or if they want to book an appointment with you. And so with me, what I would do is I would post all of my pictures of my favorite work lately that I was doing at the time, and then after I would put how much. I honestly, with me, I would not post on anything that's steals and deals or things like that, you know. High Desert Deals, I feel like that one, it was a little bit different because I know it says deals at the end, but if it was like steals and deals, then that's kind of like, I feel like you're gonna get more people like, oh, will you do it for this much and stuff like that. But yeah, so I would definitely recommend doing that. That's how I built my clientele, especially when I was cheaper at the time. I felt like my prices were still for my work, so I went ahead and posted on there, and I did get a lot of clientele. But something that I do want to mention is when you post on there, do not do a ton of deals. Like, don't do like, oh, I'm gonna just charge you $60 for extra long nails and this and that, because a lot of times those clients, they are not going to stay. They're gonna come for one time and one time only. Sorry, you guys, see my baby. But yeah, and yeah, posting, making sure that you're at least posting twice a day, and making sure you're always like on your IG stories. I feel like everybody loves IG stories, and it kind of brings them more back to your page, especially if you guys are showing behind the scenes. Everybody likes to be seeing the behind the scenes. I definitely recommend, if you guys are wanting to post on social media and putting videos out there, I highly recommend getting an Archon mount. If you guys don't know what they are, I'll go ahead and link a video down below so you guys are kind of able to see what they do. But yeah, or any type of mount at all, I definitely recommend, because you guys will be able to film overhead and show clients different works that you do. And a lot of times people think that my hand painted stuff that I do is stickers, and a lot of times they aren't. Alright guys, time management is another big one. Or these are all big ones, but time management is because you need to text in your booking. Time management is hard because it's like you need to like make sure that you're doing everything for your business and not letting anything fall behind. So get in a rhythm of things. Even if it's like right when you wake up, you do a post or you do your 2 posts, and then you end up texting clients back after that. And then after that, you get up, you get ready for work, you clean, and then you have your clients, you know? So get in a habit of doing certain things so then it doesn't seem as overwhelming. That is one thing that I highly recommend if you're thinking about getting into nails. Being consistent. Start getting in a routine. Even if it's just showing you cutting cuticles, or even if it's just showing you doing super small things, your clients will appreciate you for that. They'll see what you do in your services. And I do want to mention that there is a lot of different ways to book. If you are somebody who doesn't like to text people about booking, something that you could do is get an app. I know a lot of stylists and nail techs, they do use an app. Vargo is one of them. And I know Square has another app, but I'm not too sure how to use that. But with that being said, definitely check those out and you'll be able to see different apps out there. And they might help you be able to book more without actually having to texting back and forth about your availability that you have. Okay, and another thing that I do want to mention is being overwhelmed. I know once you start getting really, really busy with just your business and overall, because if you think about it, you guys do everything: the cleaning, the sanitation, the booking, the bookkeeping, the everything. You guys do it all, you know, so the weight of all of that will be on your shoulders. But it's okay to take mental breaks. It's okay to have a day or two. I know a lot of times with me, I was really hard on myself, and I didn't know how to take breaks, but honestly, and learn when to say no, especially when you get to a certain point. I know at the beginning it's like kind of like you're trying to accommodate people and get them in and stuff, but honestly that wears a lot. I remember with me, I would work from 9 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock at night sometimes, and that was rough because I was doing that every single day of the week. And it was so much work, you guys. It was so hard, and it wore on me, it wore on John, because not only was it overwhelming for me, it was overwhelming for him too, because he would always feel like I was on my phone. So time management is important, not only for you, but if you're in a relationship as well. Okay, and another big thing. So I've been seeing on the internet that a lot of people are saying that I've been hearing that MMA, it gives you nail allergies and stuff like that. But I do want to mention that EMA also gives you allergies as well. Something that after doing nails for so long, you might become allergic with a lot of nail techs. I've actually made a video on that, and I couldn't believe how much feedback that I have gotten on it of people being allergic to it as well. So it's once I had opened that box, I felt like everyone was telling me their stories about how they become allergic and not being able to do nails and stuff. And that breaks my heart because doing nails honestly is such, I don't know, I just love it. So I just love being able to do people's nails and talk with people and interact with them. I just really enjoy it. But yeah, so with that being said, I was almost devastated to even think of myself not even being able to do nails, you know? So I could just imagine them, like, giving everything that you built and you invested so much time and energy and everything you put into your business to not be able to do it no more. Definitely protect yourself. I highly recommend checking out that video because I talk about other things about keeping yourself safe as well, and things that you could do to kind of like minimize you getting allergies. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. And then carpal tunnel a lot of times is when you actually do nails, a lot of times you end up finding yourself pulling people's finger down because you're trying to work with it and they want to lift it up and look and see what you're doing. And so you need to tell people, relax your hand, relax your hand, relax your hand. Or sometimes I'll even just like, and they'll like, once I go like that to them, they'll be like, oh, sorry, and they'll loosen up. But I never want to come off rude in that way, like, but I know sometimes, especially if you're a beginner nail tech, it's hard to tell people, like, exactly what to do and stuff like that, because it's kind of intimidating. But honestly, you guys, for the sake of your hands, definitely tell them, please relax your hand. Can you please relax your hand? Like, that's all you gotta say. So honestly, I definitely recommend telling people that, because for the longest I would never tell nobody that, because out of being kind of scared, like, oh, what if they take it the wrong way, what if they get mad, and so things like that. So I would sorry you guys, so yeah, I would always be like worried about like what they were gonna think and say. But honestly, you guys, telling them that, they will help you so much, because honestly I feel like from not telling people that for so long, honestly I jacked up my hands. And if one person is like that through my day, where I forget to tell them, excuse me, if I forget to tell them what are you doing? So if the one person is like that and I forget to tell them, honestly you guys, it will kill my hands. Papa, what are you doing back there? All right, you guys. But yeah, so it will kill your hands, and it will end up making it so much harder for you in the future. So definitely recommend telling them to relax their hands. And if you guys see that armrest back there, definitely highly recommend getting that thing right there, because basically all they do is dangle their hand over it like that, and it makes it so much easier. I feel like doing it that way honestly helps, because it's just like they kind of just relax their hand instead of wanting to like lift up their hands like this. They just relax. So definitely recommend investing in one of those, in a comfy chair for yourself. And don't forget to get massages, because that is something that is much needed when you are doing nails. Honestly, you guys, I can't tell you, when I go and like I'll feel like when they massage me, that's like popping in there. So definitely recommend getting massages and taking care of your well-being and your mental health. You guys, I hope you guys really enjoyed today's video, because I enjoyed talking with you guys and kind of expressing the things that I feel like is kind of important to know before you guys decide to get into doing nails. Because so a lot of this stuff you guys will be doing on your own. No one will be helping you, especially unless maybe you have like an actual salon. You'll have somebody help come in and clean and whatnot. But if you guys are home-based like myself, I wash everything, I clean everything, I disinfect everything. I book all of my clients. I'm the one who texts all my clients. I'm the one who restocks on all my stuff. So as you guys can see, there's so many things that it takes to actually be running your own small business. Being a small business, honestly, is so much work, you guys, but it's so rewarding in the end. There's so many different things that you could do in your nail career, with owning a salon, making your own brand. There's just so many different things, so many endless opportunities that you guys could do while becoming a nail tech. So if you guys want more videos like this, make sure to comment down below. I'll be more than happy to make them for you guys, just because I know with me, I didn't really have people around me too much that they were in the nail community. I literally only worked with one other girl at a salon, and that was it, you guys. So I highly recommend commenting down below if there's something that you would like to see, just because I know with me, I didn't really have nobody. So if you are like me and you ended up being home-based and have questions and whatnot, please be free to comment down below. I really don't mind. I'm here to help you guys. And yeah, so please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel, which is my channel. Alright, you guys, and I'll be back with more videos. Bye.